Hi, everybody. Welcome back to part two of the legalities which should prevent Henry Mountbatten Windsor from ever acting as a working senior royal again. But before we do that, let's quickly talk about something else. I see and hear there are still arguments about the name Sussex, and although Lady C was 100% absolutely correct in what she said in her explanation, she missed a crucial point. Yes, had they permanently resided in the United Kingdom, Archie and Lily could now be known as the Sussex Kids, and could very well have gone to school with their backpacks marked Archie Sussex and Lily Sussex. But that still would not have been their legal names. It would just have meant, like in the case of Charlotte and Louis, they are known by their parents' title, just like the Cambridge kids became the newest Wales children, now that William and Catherine are the Prince and Princess of Wales. Or then, as a prince and princess, they could also just be Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet with no surname at all, or Prince Archie of Sussex or Princess Lilibet of Sussex. However, when it comes to what is used on official documents, etc., there is a choice between Windsor or Mountbatten Windsor, like Lady Louise Windsor. That is indeed the name which will appear on her diploma or certificate the day she graduates from university. The other thing most people, including, and I'm now going to name him, Cameron Walker, is indeed missing, is that Archie and Lily do not reside in the United Kingdom, but in the United States. And in the United States, they will need a name, first and second name, or just a first name, and a surname. Now, as we were shown by the Sussexes themselves on Archie's birth certificate, a legal document, it states his first and second names to be Archie Harrison and his surname Mountbatten Windsor. And fake or not, the TMZ birth certificate gives the names Lilibet Diana as Lily's first and second names, and Mountbatten Windsor as her surname. So whether Archie went to school, college, or university in England, or whether he goes to school in America, if he was to graduate and receive a certificate or any other legal document, it would be in the name of Archie Harrison Mountbatten Windsor, unless or until his parents have it legally changed and a new birth certificate is issued. That is a fact. And a fact if we consider that he has dual citizenship. If not, then his surname only needs to be legally changed in the United Kingdom, and all other documents, like his passport, must then be changed to his new legal name. Now, Lily was born in the United States to an American mother. Well, that's what we think and assume. So she is automatically a United States citizen and was issued a proof of life certificate and then birth certificate in the name of Lilibet Diana Mountbatten Windsor. And whether Harry and Meghan call her Lily Sussex or Princess of Sussex or Susie Smith, her legal name, as per her birth certificate will be Lilibet Diana Mountbatten Windsor unless or until it is legally changed via court procedure. Now, I'm not going to go through the procedure to change a person's surname in the United States and the United Kingdom, but suffice it to say that in the United Kingdom, like in South Africa, the intended change has to be published in the newspaper for a period of time before being made an order, so that if anyone had any objections, they could lodge it with the court. So my question is, has anyone seen a notice of name change for Archie Harrison Mountbatten Windsor in any United Kingdom paper? Has a new birth certificate in the name of Archie Harrison Sussex been issued yet? If so, where is it? In the United States, particularly in California, you fill out forms, pay a fee, and hand it in at your nearest local court. Then there is a hearing scheduled where you give your reasons, and your reasons are heard for this particular name change, and with obviously supporting documentation. And this happens most often in cases of divorce, etc. And once granted, you have to go change it everywhere else. New birth certificate, new driver's license, blah, blah, blah. Well, we'll give it a few weeks and then we will apply for a copy of Lilibet Diana Sussex birth certificate from the Santa Barbara County. And guys, I have a feeling I'm going to be wasting my money because I have a feeling we are going to be told the record does not exist. Yes, indeed, as a royal, you can change your children's surname, at least the one they are known at will, but not in the United States of America. So please, Cameron Walker, come argue that one with me, but come birth certificate in hand, or I'm just going to laugh at you. You see, any of us can be called whatever. It is not illegal to have a nickname, but it is not the name on our passports or diplomas, is it? Okay, so let's get back to Harry and Meghan and the multitude of reasons why they or him cannot possibly return as working royals. But before I do that, let me address something else very quickly, because as much as it is nice to believe and enjoy the fantasy, the good and the positive, we have to have our feet planted firmly on the ground. I fully, 100% undeniably understand why William cannot abide with Harry coming back into the fold. I understand it and I support it. And if there is anything more I can do to support it, I will. But we also need to understand that although William has some clout, he does not yet have his father's power. His father is still king and will remain king until he abdicates or dies. And that, my dear friends, is a fact. William, bless his soul, can still be overruled by his father or his father and the Privy Council. And that, my dears, is yet another fact. It is therefore, I would say, almost our duty to help William to prevent that. And that is why I'm looking at the more serious aspects of Harry's conduct and how we can argue against Harry returning to the monarchy in legal terms. So, in the previous video, we talked about slander and libel, treason and petty treason. And you know what? With a good lawyer, and if Harry was not a royal, he and his wife could potentially have been found guilty of any of those charges and would have had to sell their socks to pay for damages, or would have spent some time in jail. So that is that. But that is not all, is it? Although medical cannabis can be obtained via doctor's prescription, cannabis is classified a Class B drug in the United Kingdom, and use and possession is still illegal in Britain. The penalty for possession is anything from a fine of £2,500 up to 5 years imprisonment. So all those fun things Harry admitted to in interviews and in his book are indeed felonies in Britain. Although never caught and sentenced, Harry is, by his own admission, an ongoing addict, and thus someone who is, in fact, guilty of a felony in England. Harry also admitted in his book and in interviews that he used cocaine and magic mushrooms in England. Both are Class A drugs in England. Now, guys, the maximum penalty for Class A drug in the United Kingdom is 7 years in prison, an unlimited fine, or both. The penalty for supply and production is indeed up to life in prison. So please tell me how it will look to have a prince, a working royal, who should or could have joined some other less fortunate guys in prison, traveling all over the world on behalf of the monarchy. After Harry's admissions, the one and only reason why he has not been charged in America and or Britain is because he is the son of a reigning monarch, the son of an icon in Princess Diana, and the grandson of Queen Elizabeth II. Maybe one of the reasons why Harry can never stay or visit the United Kingdom too long. Maybe it is his addiction or addictions, which are indeed forcing him to run home to America, where it may not be as illegal as in Britain to smoke and sniff and whatever else he's doing. Although, as we know, as a foreigner, non-citizen, it is still illegal for him to do so. But hey, the government of Joe Biden has been covering for him since he arrived in America. But we are talking about the British monarchy now, so let's leave America alone, okay? Yes, you cannot have a confessed drug user attending events and traveling on behalf of the monarchy. And then there is all the shady financial dealings. And when I say shady, I mean shady as heck. Remember the £32 million which vanished from the Royal Foundation about the time Harry and Meghan left and established the Sussex Royal Foundation? Well, I mean, it was investigated and it was found that there was no wrongdoing on the part of the Royal Foundation. And that indeed was because Harry, or rather his foundation or charity, was entitled to a certain portion of the money when they split. What he was not entitled to do was use charity money for a profitable endeavor. Yet he used some of that money to start Travelers, and then later could not really account for the rest of the money when they closed the Sussex Royal Foundation, but at the same time opened MWX actually on the very same day. Now please note, MWX Foundation, and they also opened MWX LLC. However, they closed MWX Foundation a mere day later, and MWX LLC an entire year later. But you see, the investigation did not go that far. It ended with the Royal Foundation. So full records were never published, only summaries. So, I mean, no matter what I do, I cannot tell you where or to whom the remainder of the millions went. All I can tell you is that the Sussex Royal Foundation closed with a debt of approximately, if I remember correctly, £75,000. Now, make that make sense. Legally, I cannot make certain allegations because I do not have the evidence, but it could look like a little laundry, maybe some dirty underwear being washed at the laundromat. I don't know. Then I ask you, what happened to the 11 or 13 LLCs Harry and Meghan registered? My gosh, forget about those. Why did they only mention Archwell Foundation and Archwell Productions on their new website? What happened to Archwell Audio? I thought she had a new deal with another streaming company. Now look, with Harry and Meghan, nothing is as it seems. To date, we cannot even prove that the home they live in does or does not belong to them. Everything is hidden under layers and layers of bullshit. How can people like that be trusted with the business of the monarchy? They can't. So today our list has grown from slander, libel, treason, and petty treason to invalid birth certificates for the children or no birth certificate for the children to Class A and B felonies for drug possession to possible financial improprieties. There is no way Harry can come back as a working royal, ever. And yes, some of you are asking why I am talking about Harry when Meghan is maybe the instigator or as much to blame. Well, Harry is the one with the titles and position. Meghan has nothing on her own. Take Harry's ducal title and her duchess title is gone. So yes, I do not care about Meghan. If Harry loses his royal connection, Madame will be in the gutter because she has never learned about saving for a rainy day. Always these new expensive outfits, no matter how much Harry has or does not have, it will eventually run out without the royal connections. And that, my dears, I can guarantee you. Okay, guys, so tomorrow, hopefully, we'll do some lighter stuff and catch up on some more current news. And on Thursday, we'll do part 3 of this discussion on why I think nothing has been done to discipline Harry. And guys, if you hear some strange sounds in the background, that is Akira or Yellow Dog snoring away behind me. Anyway, so guys, until we meet again on the next video, please take good care of yourselves. Bye.